Hi guys, I'm Gasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome as always to our coffee times to discuss books and of course a little bit of horror. So today I'm here finally in 2023 to just let you know guys what I'm planning to read in January.
It's coffee time.
So I hope all of you guys had a great start to 2023. Mine was actually not great, but I'm dealing with it. Basically, the new year started and I'm going through some personal stuff that it's not great, but we'll get through. It's not the best way of starting 2023, but I'm trying to stay positive because the year has just started. It's kind of early to already give up. So currently my mind is not really set on reading and being too productive, but I'm trying my best to stay distracted with things so that I forget about how shitty life can be sometimes. I have put together a TBR. It might be a little bit ambitious because like I said, it's not a month that I am in my best spirits, but I'm trying my best. And you know, even when shit happens, you gotta stay positive and you still gotta make the best out of every day because life keeps going on. So that's just the truth. So anyways, sorry for making this intro like so depressing, but just to let you guys know that yeah, I'm just going through some stuff, but everything will get better. It always does. So for January, I have two books from my December TBR pile that I did not manage to read. So I decided instead of waiting to next Christmas, a whole year, I'm just gonna read them in January. And that's gonna be okay. Also, one of them I already started it, so it is the Spooky Middle Grade, and yeah, I'm really excited to read that one so that I can let you guys know for next year if it's good. So that one is Krampus and the Thieves of Christmas by Eldridge Black, and basically we follow the story of Christmas and Krampus, and we all know that Krampus is there to take away kids that are naughty. He just checks the naughty list and he takes bad kids and kidnaps them. So we follow a sister and her little brother, and we follow them as they're going through some stuff over the Christmas season. They are not staying with their parents at the moment, and they are going through some bullying and other different things. On the other hand, we follow Krampus and the people that work for him kidnapping bad kids. And that is basically the start of the book. That's what I've read so far. And I find it quite interesting to learn about the realm, the place where Krampus lives and how things work for him. How the children get lured or kidnapped and are brought to Krampus. So that's kind of fun and entertaining. So I'm gonna keep reading that one in January and let you guys know how it was. And the other one that I have moved from my December to January is Us Against You, because I refuse to wait another year to read this book because I already was waiting for the winter season. This is by Frederick Backman and is Beartown #2, so it's the second book in the series. I think it's a trilogy because I think the third book came out and it's the final one. But anyways, I really loved Beartown and I was really excited about the sequel, so I'm gonna read it for sure this month. It does take place after the events of the first book where the town already had to go through a lot, and now they have something else coming at them, which is that the hockey team might not exist anymore after this year. So that obviously is really sad for the town because this town and hockey are just one. And it's funny because normally I don't read books about sports, but Beartown, even though it does talk a lot about hockey and hockey players and games, it didn't bother me at all. And I feel like I'm gonna have the same experience with this one, which is also so refreshing to me because I'm reading about hockey players, but it's kind of like a thriller and also deals with grief, and it's like a lot of things in one. And the first one was so beautifully written and the story was just so compelling, and I'm hoping the second one is not going to disappoint. Then I have decided to reread Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay, and this is obviously because the movie is coming out in February at the beginning of the month, and I do want to reread this one. Also, Nightmare Maven, whom I love, she's also doing a book club, and every month they read a horror book, and this is the pick for the month of January, which is perfect. So if anybody wants to read it with me, get to it. I don't know if I'm gonna make a live show at the end of the month to discuss it, or if I will do it after the movie comes out and talk about both. We will see, but I'm just really excited about the movie. I'm a little bit scared as well because the director is a hit or a miss for me, so I'm kind of scared / excited, but I do want to reread the book so that I have it fresh in my memory, and I also really enjoyed it a lot. It follows 7-year-old Wen and her parents. She has 2 dads, and they are going to this cabin to spend some holidays together, some time together, when some strangers knock at their door. That's all I'm gonna tell you, because I feel like it's better if you don't know too much if you've never read this book. I really loved it. I think it's one of my favorites from Pearl Tremblay that I've read so far. It's quite controversial because a lot of people don't like the ending of this book. I didn't mind it so much, but I have heard the movie has changed the ending, so it's something else that I am excited / scared about. So we shall see. And because this month, like I said, I'm not going through a lot of happy moments, I decided to pick a book by an author that I love, so that hopefully that also cheers me up. And that is Bite by Richard Lehman. I believe this one follows vampires, maybe, based on the title. That's just why I picked it up. Honestly, I don't really know what the book is about. I just wanted to pick a Richard Lehman book, and this one was one of the ones that is not extremely chunky. All his books are chunky, and it also is about vampires, or so I think, and it's a theme that I like, so I'm just hoping that this one is just gonna cheer me up a little bit as well. And it's also a comfort read when you pick books by an author that you like. Hopefully it's not gonna be the one that I don't like. So far I have never disliked a Richard Lehman book, so hopefully it will stay that way. Then there's a show hitting Netflix at the end of the month, and I have not read the books yet, so I decided at least I should read the first book if I'm gonna watch the show, and that is Lugwood Co. This is the first book, The Screaming Staircase by Jonathan Stroud, and I was lucky enough to meet him at YAG last year. He was lovely, and he signed the book for me. Here it is, so cute. Look at this little skull, so cute. I've been recommended this series before because I like spooky things and I really enjoy the Harry Potter books as well. So people say this is perfect for me, and I have the feeling it might be, but I've never picked them up, so I'm really excited. I currently own book 1 and 2 only, but hopefully I will love the first one a lot and I will keep collecting the series. And yeah, so I'm gonna read this one in January for sure because I want to read it before the show comes out. All I know is that the country has had like an epidemic of ghosts. There's ghosts everywhere, and some psychic investigation agencies are coming out to try to help. That's all I know, but you know, it's spooky, it has ghosts, and yeah, I'm really excited for this. And like I said, this month is not a month that I'm going through a lot of happy moments, so I decided to also give myself something fluffy to read. So I picked up a romance called Never Been Kissed by Timothy Janowski. This is a boy-boy romance, and it also is about a guy that it is obsessed with movies, and he wants to have the perfect kiss, almost, you know, like the Never Been Kissed movie with Drew Barrymore. But this is a guy that is waiting. He doesn't want to kiss just anybody, random, anywhere. He wants the perfect moment, the perfect guy, and the perfect first kiss. So I'm really excited for this one as well. I hope that is another one that is just gonna cheer me up, and it's gonna be an easy, nice, comfy read. And the last 2 books that I would like to talk about are books that I am not 100% sure if I'm gonna be able to read in January, and that is because these are 2 pre-orders that I placed on Amazon last year, and both books are coming out in January, but based on my experience with Amazon and pre-orders, they might not make it to me on time. So I'm keeping them in the list, so hopefully I'll get to them, but maybe I will have to push them to February. The first one is The Midnight Game by Cynthia Murphy. I have been hearing amazing things about these. It's one of my most anticipated ones because I just love the premise, and I'm just really excited, and I hope it comes on time. It's a group of people that have met in creepy dead-ends, and they decide that they want to meet and summon the Midnight Man. Probably a really bad idea, but this is mostly how some of the horror movies start. The problem is, once you start the Midnight Game, you have to finish it despite the consequences. There are certain rules that they have to follow to stay alive, but we will see if they manage to survive the night. And the other one that I have on pre-order is The Drift by CJ Tudor. This is coming out more towards the end of the month, so I might not get this one on time, but I have read all of her other horror thrillers before. Really enjoy them. Some people that had early copies of these have mentioned that it is something completely different for her, so I am really pumped about it. I know it's kind of like a winter survival story, and I'm all for that. Especially, it's still gonna be great for January or February. And yeah, we will see, because all her thrillers do have different themes and they all have different type of twists, and I feel like that is why I always keep coming back to her books, and I have read all of them. So we will see about this one, but I'm really excited, and if I don't make it in January, I will have it for February. Alright guys, so this is everything that I plan to read in the month of January. I don't know if I will get to everything, if I will have enough time, but I'm gonna try my best. Let me know, you guys, how are you gonna start the year? Which is the first book that you want to pick up for 2023? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. Thank you guys as always so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!